What is up YouTube, and welcome back to another RiftGuides WildRift video. It's time to praise the lords of mana immune, to praise the gods of the mana stacking, to look at the tariffs that Trump is enforcing and be like, not my mana immune. It is time. With this done, we are fixing so many problems of so many champions, and we're having some fun with the mana immune adventure. You've seen my mana immune adventure streams, you know the drill. It's stomp lane, have some fun, troll the game and lose, but this time this will not happen. Okay, so what does mana immune on assassin junglers do? First off, you have less damage in the early game. You need to scale up. But if your champion has multiple abilities, for example, Talon has his ultimate ability, his second ability, as well as his first ability, they are all applicants of the Muramana, which allows them then to have multiple of these instances do extra damage in a full combo, which as a result will deal more damage than a lethality item once fully scaled. Plus, it has an insane amount of haste. But you have to really keep in mind you have less damage early on, which to be honest for Talon it just doesn't matter, you don't do damage anyway early, because they really gutted the champion. You see in the bottom part here, he has Gathering Storm, going for the scaling route as well as Overgrowth. For the other items he has utility items such as the Serpent's Fang, enemy team has Shen and Nautilus, so you best believe it's one of the best choices you can make. Then there's Mortal Reminder, Black Cleaver for even more armor pen, because there's so many different projectiles dealing physical damage, so Black Cleaver will completely melt away the enemy armor while providing him with more haste, more HP, and obviously more damage. Now, for this, I'm rather curious, like, Talon jungle clear is still fast, you see, maxing Q for the jungle clear, very, very important. Looks for a play here. kerxx spots him though. He just jumped the wall. He has to be really careful. Has to jump the wall again. Gets cancelled by the Nautilus, but the Lux comes in with the faker dopamine play, but he walks back and gets hooked by the Nautilus. Lives with 1 HP. He is so goddamn lucky, but now he's on the run. The little Vladarushka is looking for the best opportunity to get him killed, but now he's 1 HP, hops the wall again. Now Lux has to walk in front of the Nautilus, and we get a free kill. He just jumps in to secure it, and the Jinx gets it. High octane gaming. Wow, that is a lot of action for a game that is not even going on for 2 minutes, and in PC League you'd still be AFK until 1:30, until then finally the laning phase starts. Once WildRift can never go back, pops the ultimate, jumps onto the Varus here. Varus, the Shen immediately reacted with the ultimate. What in the faker was his reaction time by the Shen? No, Shen has Airy. Shen has Airy. He has an even bigger shield. Nah, this is too much. Stop the cook. Stop the cook right now. That is insanity. Airy Shen for a bigger shield. It's just too much for me. My brain can't keep up with this. That is insanity. Peak insanity. I love it. That's the reason why I love WildRift. But every time I play it, I just I hate WildRift. But yeah, what can do? Oh, it's just too funny. It is too funny, friends. Shen about to get dove. We see that Kindred is here because the camps have been cleared. Oh, that flash hurts. It's a flash for the centuries. Mordekaiser yeets in that Kindred, big damage onto the Kindred. He's looking for an angle, needs to be really careful though, gets another tower shot into the face, wants to pick up the fruit, picks up the fruit here. Kindred on the run, doing so much damage to him, pops the ultimate, and now Mordekaiser is in a lot of trouble. Kindred avoids the big mace of Mordekaiser. This fight has been going on for ages. I nearly got really angry. Every single time people pick up a plant and then press recall, I get so angry, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, you pick up the plant if you think you die, right? And if you don't think you die, you just don't pick it up, because there's no reason to if you just want to recall anyway. And then you just sit there and be like, huh. I honestly lost so many kills because of that, by the way. Because the enemy just picked up the plant to recall. I was like, huh? I'm waiting. Like, what are you doing? This is so funny. Oh, Kindred being spotted in the jungle here. Gets away with the Grand Theft Krug. They need to be really careful walking into these brushes, as Nautilus and Varus are really sketch CC for days. Talon has to wait for another 7 seconds. He doesn't have ultimate available. No ultimate available is bad times. Ultimate coming up in 2 seconds. Jumps on the Kindred, deals good damage. Gets hooked by the Nautilus. Gets looked down. Presses the ultimate to avoid damage. His teammate gets knocked up. He jumps to the dragon. Just avoid the absolute crossfire here. He's focusing on the dragon. The enemy is slowly coming towards him. 2k HP left. Smite is 800 plus the Q. Probably 1000 in total. It's in kill range and he secures it. 1028 is the perfect kill range with the Q crit. And the Shen is here as a 5v5 bot lane scenario. Everyone is here fighting. It's craziness. Kindred jumps the wall, gets flash after, pops the Lamb's Respite. Flash Q combo here, 1 down. Mordekaiser tanks it how he can't jump the wall here. And Smite fade away like the good cool guys do. Lux 1 HP. Ah, yeah. Mordekaiser is so angry. That is some insane shenanigans happen in this jungle. That is shenanigans we like in WildRift. Actually, we don't, but we just pretend to, because there's nothing we can do about it anyway. Time to shift our focus on this Herald, or rather the Enchanted Ensemble. Nice wind wall. Talon is really pissing them off. Like, Talon is really pissing them off with the gameplay. Kindred 1-step marks, might come back in 2 seconds. Oh, Kindred is so mad. It's so mad. And she gets the free kills on the bot lane. Again, the Shen here, the airy Shen, the myth, the man, the legend. Okay, Unimmune being stacked up. Nice and slow, already 419 stacks. We are on track. Probably at 8 to 9 minutes we'll have it. Big thing that he needs to do, like as he's walking through the jungle here, he should probably use W just to get like 1 extra stack every single time. Cause your E costs no mana. Ideally, right, like would implement the E cost to like 1 mana. So it would stack the tier. Because otherwise you just don't get anything from hopping. Enemy team is looking for a bot side play again. Vladimir up here. I don't think there's much happening here. Oh, he used pool. Vladimir, you're so dead, bro. The one thing you're never allowed to do when the enemy team has an assassin, using pool for a wave unless you're close to a tower in relative safety. You just saw like a Krug dying, so we know Kindred was up there. Yep, there she is. Mark spawn on his Grump. What in the way? Can't really do anything. And going back. Oh, there's a nice trick, by the way. So, you see the wolf camp right now. Imagine this wolf camp is marked by Kindred. You can actually forcefully make Kindred never get a single mark by never touching this camp and having it warded. Very distant ward, so you see what she's doing. Because now with all these camps cleared, the next marked camp, you will see the next camp that spawns will be a Kindred mark in his jungle. It will be either chickens or Krug. So please spawn. You see? Chicken spawned. Now this mark will be transferred to the Krug camp when it spawns. There it is. You'll see it gets marked in a bit. Well, it's already dead, so no. So the next mark that is going to appear will be either chicken or Gromp again. And if you just completely neglect one camp, you can completely deny Kindred's mark economy. Jumps over the wall here, hits the Varus, gets a free kill on that one, gets CC'd by the Chains of Corruption, and Frozen Heart by the Nautilus. Very interesting choice here by the Jinx, and the Yasuo will probably hate it a lot, so to be fair. Now pay close attention to the minimap again. You see blue buff spawning. Gromp and Wolfcamp should be spawning soon after. With that said, you will then see that the mark will appear on them. Kindred already going up there. Not capable of playing for this objective. Hopes that the camps will be spawning soon up there. If they do, then Kindred will at least gain a single mark up there. Wolf camp spawned. Now you'll see that the wolf camp is going to get marked. Is the Gromp also spawned? So it could be either, right? Yeah, it could be either. Depending on the mark count of Kindred. But yeah, you see, Gromp is marked again. Now, again, the next mark will be chickens. The next mark after this will be kerxx. And Kindred will not be able to get them unless she is already there or is aware of where the next marks spawn. That is low-key, elaborate jungle tracking. You will now pay attention to the minimap, how the mark will appear on the chickens very soon of Kindred. Unless she gets another mark. Did she get another mark? No, she didn't. She has 0 marks. Hold up, she has 1 mark. No, wait, she has 1 or 0 marks, so she can still get scuttle. Huh. She's starving. She's starving so bad. I thought she at least had more than 1. But she has 0 or 1 marks. That's crazy. That is insane. She has nothing. She's starving so badly. Well, I guess the next mark goes to the kerxx. Oh man. Can it even wait? Can it even go there? Wait. God, I don't like. It's so difficult. Like because I forgot. Like if you barely have any marks, it doesn't spawn on certain camps, so it can't spawn on the kerxx camp, I guess. So it can only spawn now. Oh, okay, it does spawn on the kerxx camp. God bless. I was like, huh? Brain lag? But yeah. Man, I need like a Kindred mark tracker, like how many marks she has. It's so painful to have 0 marks on Kindred. Like marks are such insane power creep on this champion. Manamune feels low-key so nice on some champions if you get to scale to that point. Wait. Oh, another thing, like you see that the mark disappeared from the kerxx camp. So the kerxx camp has been taken by the Kindred. Another Fork of War trick. Need to be careful. Vladimir goes in with ult combo here and they all die. Vladimir pops out of the... Oh, he gets yeeted back by the Mordecai into an instant kill. Kindred stole it. Shit. That game is now actually close again. It's actually losable. Because now the enemy team has time to scale. Very, very stretch. $103 extra gold from first strike. We are printing. It's still insane that we have gotten 2 Nashor minion nerfs and these minions are still broken as hell. Wait, does Shen have Summoner Heal as well? Like, yes, Summoner Heal, Airy. Bro is not messing around. He is the supporter. Vladimir coming around the corner. Shen dies to him. Yup. The skin is so good. Pops the ult, goes into Q, easy kill on the Vladimir. Like in these situations, Manamune adds so much damage because they're so, oh, you're so dead. Because you have so many instances of spells, like you have Q, W, ult, like so many different instances, plus your auto attacks. Damn, Kindred just got so much money. Oh, they got Hextech Soul. Like in this game, Hextech Soul, like if Jinx hits you with a W, you won't move for 10 days. If Lux hits you with an E, you just won't move. For Mordekaiser, it doesn't really matter too much. If he hits you with an E, you're just dead anyway. If Yasuo hits you with anything, you're probably dead anyway. If Talon hits you, you're probably dead anyway. But yeah, it's going to be very funny to see the burst damage after the Hextech Soul proc on a target. But the slow already is quite the insane thing to have. I want to see, okay, Nautilus ulting the Yasuo and Narnia. Varus, I think he's ghosting there. It's really dangerous to do this though, because Kindred can always hop over and press ult, and then it comes down to Mordekaiser understanding his job. Because if Mordekaiser just ults the Kindred, then this is easy to do. But the next problem would be Vladimir. Look at the timer of the game. It's like close to 70 minutes, which means Vladimir has these like 3 items, so he has the one-shot power. Okay, what's happening? Jumping on the Shen. Shen dying here, even in Spirit's Refuge. I think it's the name of Shen's W. 60 HP Baron secured by the Lux because little Talonla got polymorphed. I beg, I really hope with next patch they remove this stupid ukulele Baron. I want to kill Baron Nashor. I don't want to kill a music instrument. Please. Come on. You just can't make this shit up. Elder being on the map. It's time. Vladimir going in, but didn't pop the ultimate early. He didn't pop any ultimate, no? Or was I blind? Yeah, Talon just kills him now. Vladimir wanted to be the hero they need, but he wasn't the hero. Doesn't really matter though, because the game would end anyway, even if the Vladimir doesn't die here. Kindred looking for the Lux here, gets her killed. Kindred on the runaway, but yeah. Varus instantly gets popped, anti-shielding, crit damage, bonus damage, Rura mana, Elder, Soul, everything. Like, there's no way you survive. Even the Shen and the Nautilus, they all get bursted. And this time we see a game into Ekko. My man Ekko. So he starts kerxx because he starts W. A little bit of a cheat code. It's actually insane how much they nerfed Talon W. It's like crazy when you believe that people were saying on Talon release this champion was weak when it was still like just mastery curve of like understanding how to play the champion. And then he got one buff, and then he got nerfed ever since like 19 times. And now he's in a state where he's actually quote-unquote balanced, which in WildRift turns means he's weak. I love WildRift for that one, no? Like, if a champion is balanced in WildRift, he's considered weak. And then you have special cases like Twitch. This champion isn't even balanced, this champion is straight up trash. Same as Twisted Fate. Like, these champions are straight up trash. I don't know, like, I really hope that we get some adjustments to these champions eventually. But they just don't do anything. They just don't do anything. Damn, that song goes hard. Goes giga chill. Damn. Yeah, life against Yumi is tough. I hate playing against another design thing in WoW. Just a quick rant, by the way. It's like playing against Yumi. Like this champion to this day is still so horrendously overstat that the only way you actually win against Yumi lane early game is if the Yumi and the AD carry are just dog water. Oh, unfortunately the Ekko is here. Because all Yumi has to do is just not attach in the early game. You just want to abuse the all attacks because Yumi damage early game matters so much. And people completely forget that in laning phase, Enchanter supports early game, you just want to focus heavily on trading and just punishing people. Oh, he doesn't have the smite, the biggest smite, he just gets outsmited by the Ekko. He has to be really careful about the ultimate. Corki now looking for the play here, jumps onto the... Oh wow, the Ekko is completely smurfing on them. There is no way the Ekko just took their dignity, their honor, and respect and literally chewed it, spat it out and said, nope, I don't want that filth. That doesn't even taste nice. He just shat on them so hard. Wow. Luckily, whenever you get absolutely dunked on as a jungle in WildRift, there's going to be an enemy laner that makes you feel like, oh, I'm actually Faker, because you just get your money back. It's so vile, man. My god, the Ekko. It's actually insane. It's so hard to kill a Yumi, and to obviously kill the Yumi, like let's just imagine they have barrier and summon a heal. Like you low key need anti shielding as well as anti healing. You need both of these items to just be strong enough, or have champions that have enough damage to go through this. Like for example, Leona and Varys, Leona and Draven. Pupai appeared here to save the day. Actually, Insanity plays with Alacrity over a Bloodline. So his only way of, like, sustain is Gluttonous, which is not that much. It is not that much. Yeah, it doesn't have ultimate, doesn't have anything to take care of. This will be a very big flip. It's very unlikely that he gets it, yeah. But he can still escape because he can jump over walls. So he should be fine. There's at least a big benefit of Talon. When things go bad, you can always escape. Ekko couldn't ult because he was rooted. Stay mad, bozo. Ha! L. What is this? I need this emote. It's a fishing emote for bait. Nah. I would permanently spam this in front of the enemy. The fishing emote. Please, WildRift. Make it a European thing or global thing. Please. I beg. Yeah, Poppy, you are just toast. You're gone too. Yeah. Like, you just don't escape this. And the problem is, like, he's simply too fast, like... Yeah, and then he gets the... It's so unreal that to this day, Scuttlecrab is so unbalanced mid-fight. Let's say you have a skirmisher on Scuttle and you're a laner against the jungle. The jungle walks to the Scuttle and kills it, yeah? And then he kills it with a smite. So he basically gets 50% of his HP back in early game. Just casually, you know? And then he maybe even levels up. So he has like 100 health from just leveling up. Then 50% of his total HP from the kill and the smite. It's like, yeah, cool, bro. You just outplayed me. You just completely outstatted me in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing I can do about this. And then on the flip side, you have jungles who completely neglect their farm to go for double crab. Like we had this on the stream last time, where they banned my Ezreal and wanted to play Ezreal jungle, and I had to play Lilia, and this Olaf Challenger Goblin was like, look at me, I'm gonna do 3 camps into Scuttle, and then I play another Scuttle. Bro, you're level 3. You're Olaf level 3, nobody cares, you can't do anything. And me, the biggest pig of them pigs, the biggest hog among them all, I even smited the champions of the crab, and he still lost. Unreal. It's actually insane how much the skill level of this game has dropped over time. When in reality it should go up. But yeah. Because nobody bothers to learn. And everybody just has to play to climb. Like, the majority of the player base is actually getting worse. Poppy, you, like, to this day, Yuumi and champions like Ekko, he just goes through time and dimensions and is super hard to catch because he's too fast, has too much damage, too much sustain. It's like Yuumi and Hecarim. You just don't realistically beat these champions, or Gwen and Yuumi. It is the most disturbing thing because in WildRift it's so difficult to close out games if your team doesn't want to. And you as a solo player, or even in duo, it's not always a possibility depending on the enemy champions. And then Gwen Yuumi scales even after being 0-8. And then suddenly they kill you all in like half a second. You're like, cool, yeah, wow, nice. You had absolutely dunked on the entire game, but because we can't finish the game due to people refusing to play, you don't get punished. That's why I love to see people play Nyla or Kayle when you're in pre-made like 2-man or 3-man and actually play roles that can interact with them, and you just run them down relentlessly. Give Vladimir very far forward here. When do we finally get Axiomark though? Like, we will get Malignance, we have Awakened Soul Stealer, so why the hell do we not have Axiomark? What's going on here? Where is the Axiomark? Can we yoink this from the Ekko? Nope. We nearly died to this, by the way. If he doesn't flash immediately, he just dies. Like, Mo is so mandatory this game. It's so mandatory. One of the things I see many people do is they postpone building more. And I don't understand why. Especially on champions that don't build crit and you just, you know, build more. You don't really lose much by building more because more is super high AD and insane stats for the price tag. So it actually helps you so much. For example, let's say you play Jace into AP mid AP jungle, you can literally rush more. And the enemy can't make a play on you, you can just 1v2 them. It's insane. I still need to cut all these streams. Oh my god, there's so many to cut. I've played so much, well, not so much. Like, I think 12 hours of stream I have to cut. for the gameplay channel. And then I have to do the second Chronix Road to Legend, which I think I will do different this time. I'll make them longer. Like 1 hour, I think. Multiple games per video. Let's see how that one performs. The Angry Ape, Sivir appears. Sivir's spell sheet is so OP. If Sivir doesn't have spell sheet, she dies here, by the way. I wonder when we will see some Corki nerfs, some Poppy nerfs. Should be anytime soon, like 6.1, I think. It's so dangerous to do Nashor against these champions. Because they have so much AoE damage and so much burst damage. Ekko pops the ult, escapes Poppy with the combo here, but gets blasted. Ekko needs something to auto-attack to get just sustain again. Because the Yuumi, like if he just walks to a lane and like auto-attack something for the Yuumi passive to proc, he's gonna be full life in like a second again. Ah, there he is down there. Exactly as I said, nearly full life. We love WildRift. We love WildRift. And now they can just do Nashor. Looking for a play here. Gets a kill. Ults out. Classic. Does he already have Awakened Soul Stealer? Oh, he forgot about the Talon. Got a one tapped. Nice flash. If he was unlucky, then the dash would have followed him through and he would still have died. His only available play is going mid lane, clearing mid. He's probably going to take... Can he take another one? Or does he look for a rotational play again? Ult comes up again. Just wait a little bit before he can go because of the ult. Yep. Bye bye, Yuumi. Drop the cat in the wrong neighborhood. What is Pupai doing there? Lost Pupai. I need to unironically try Poppy with the build into a zero anti-shield, like with a zero shielding comp. So the enemy isn't incentivized to buy anti-shielding and then have items like Gargoyle, my passive, and Winter's Approach. Because if I'm not mistaken, since my Q is slow, it should proc the shield. So I'm even tankier. It is time. Wukong face checks, gets popped here. Oh, he sent in the clone from super far away. Sneaky, sneaky Wukong mechanics. Sivir died on the side lane. Lux is also dead. Okay, Riftmaker, no Awakened Soul Stealer. Interesting choice here. Ekko jumps over the wall. Corki escapes. Very interesting that the Ekko didn't go for Awakened. Because, like, right now he's low-key solo carrying, no? And having the ability to have another, like, a quick reset is really potent. Ah, this is borderline impossible. Look at all the AoE damage coming in. Vladimir jumps in, goes into pull again, flashes out the Talon. Talon looking for another angle here. Wukong died before and probably 1 HP. Zhonya's from the Lux here. 1 HP. The fadeaway Q from the Ekko kills the Lux from the Zhonya's. Ekko is sustaining with the power of the Yuumi. Goes mid lane, is going to be full life again. Talon ultimate coming up in a few seconds. Yeah, this is going to be tough here. Yeah, look at the one-shot damage though. Wow. Nice reaction by the Ekko, immediately flashing over the wall, not giving the Poppy the opportunity to go for the kill there. Keep in mind, the Ekko has no defenses. Like, he has no, like, if you're wondering why I say the Talon doesn't do damage, like, Talon just hit, like, low-key the full combo from stealth, with, like, all items, and he didn't one-shot basically zero defensive item mage or assassin. The Talon is really, it's hard for him to find the angle here to just go through with it, because if the Ekko gets another set of cooldowns, he just turns and gets a one-shot. Ekko just wanted too much. He doesn't have the, like, again, like, I think in these fights, Awakened Soulstealer does so much with the resets on these kills. Because, like, Ekko without cooldowns is not really a champion. It's like one of the biggest issues in most of the instances in these games is, if you're an assassin such as Ekko and you, let's say, you just go in and you don't get a kill, you have to blow all your cooldowns, most of the time you just run away. And then you have like a set series of, like a set period of time which you just are like super vulnerable. And you can bridge that vulnerability by, well, having Awakened Soulstealer. Oh, I get spotted by the base plant. I hate this plant. It's making me angry. Fuming. Fuming, unfortunately. What can you do? Is Siva scaled now? Because she was side laning for like 19 years. Okay, Poppy just goes in with the full combo, pins her into a wall and sends her home straight up. The Elder Dragon kills the Vladimir, so they probably have no chance of survival anymore. The Ekko needs to hit the spell, like the combo of the century for this to be like in any way winnable. Okay, Ekko, show us your best, okay? Q flash by the Lux. Lux falls, Mini Wave is dead, and they will still end. Whoa, 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 whoa. They'll just end the game. And with that, we're at the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more RiftGuides content. Bye bye, and take care.